Richard Burton, A Life of Talent, Turbulence, and Triumph. Richard Burton was born Richard Walter Jenkins on November 10, 1925, in the small Welsh village of Pontrhydyffryn. He was the 12th of 13 children in a Welsh-speaking mining family. His early life was marked by hardship. His mother, Edith Maud Jenkins, died when he was just a toddler, and his father, a coal miner, later abandoned the family. The young Richard was subsequently raised by his elder sister, Cecilia Cis Jenkins, who recognized his potential and encouraged his education. It was during his schooling that he came under the influence of Philip Burton, a teacher who became his mentor and legal guardian, and from whom Richard adopted the surname Burton. This relationship proved transformative, exposing him to literature, theatre, and the power of language, a love that would define his life. Burton's acting career began on the stage. After a scholarship to Oxford University, he made his professional debut in Liverpool in 1943 and quickly gained recognition for his commanding presence and rich, mellifluous voice. His early film career consisted of roles in British productions like The Last Days of Dolwyn, 1949, and Waterfront Women, 1950. His breakthrough came in 1952 with his first Hollywood film, My Cousin Rachel, which earned him his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. This success was followed by another Oscar nomination for The Robe, 1953, and a leading role in Alexander the Great, 1956. Despite his Hollywood success, Burton never fully abandoned the stage, often returning to Shakespearean roles that showcased his classical training and vocal prowess. The most defining chapter of Burton's life began in 1962 on the set of Cleopatra, where he met Elizabeth Taylor. Their passionate, volatile, and highly publicized relationship began as an extramarital affair, creating a global media frenzy that made them the most famous couple in the world. They married for the first time in 1964, a union Burton confirmed was his destiny, reportedly declaring in Welsh, "Dwi yn briodio uneth ma, I'm going to marry this girl." Their partnership was both personal and professional. They starred together in 11 films, including the critically acclaimed Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, 1966, for which Burton received another Oscar nomination. Their life was a spectacle of extreme wealth and extravagance. They owned private jets, yachts, and legendary jewelry, most notably the 69-carat Taylor Burton diamond. The 1960s represented the zenith of Burton's career. He was not only a box office draw but also a critically respected actor. During this period, he delivered some of his most powerful performances in films that have Times Becket, 1964. Burton played Thomas Becket opposite Peter O'Toole's King Henry II, earning an Academy Award nomination. Times The Spy Who Came In from the Cold, 1965, his portrayal of the cynical, disillusioned spy Alec Leemars is considered one of his finest and won him a BAFTA award. Times Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, 1966. Burton's searing performance as George opposite Taylor's Martha showcased a devastating portrait of a marital breakdown, and garnered him another Oscar nomination. Times Where Eagles Dare, 1968. This successful action-adventure film demonstrated his commercial appeal and became a cult classic. Despite his success, Burton was often conflicted about his career choices, privately expressing a sense of shame about being an actor and a feeling that he had squandered his talent for Hollywood wealth. Burton's life was a battle with his own demons. He was a notorious hellraiser and struggled with alcoholism throughout his adult life, a vice that undoubtedly impacted his health and the consistency of his later work. His marriage to Taylor was famously turbulent. They divorced in 1974, remarried in 1975, and divorced again in 1976. After his second divorce from Taylor, Burton married Susan Hunt and later Sally Hay in 1983. By the 1970s, the quality of his film roles became more erratic as he appeared in several projects to maintain his lavish lifestyle and support his family. He could still deliver towering performances when given the right material. He received his seventh and final Oscar nomination for his role as the psychiatrist in Equus, 1977. His final performance was as the sinister O'Brien in the film adaptation of 1984, released in the year of his death. Richard Burton passed away from a cerebral hemorrhage on August 5, 1984, in Geneva, Switzerland, at the age of 58. His death was a tragic echo of his father's fate. Burton's legacy is complex. He is often remembered for his turbulent personal life and his iconic partnership with Elizabeth Taylor, which prefigured modern celebrity culture. To remember him only for that is to do a disservice to his profound talent. He was a man of formidable intelligence and erudition, a voracious reader, and a gifted writer, as evidenced by his deeply personal and revealing diaries. Though he never won a competitive Oscar despite 7 nominations, he is widely regarded as one of the greatest actors of his generation, renowned for his majestic voice and intense, powerful screen presence. His journey from a poor Welsh mining village to the pinnacle of Hollywood remains a testament to his extraordinary talent and relentless ambition. Time's final resting place, Burton was buried in the old cemetery of Seligny, Switzerland, in a red suit and with a copy of the poems of Dylan Thomas, another famed Welsh writer, placed in his coffin.